Last time on No Direction Home. Rafal and I continue our ride through White Rim Trail in Moab, Utah. It's a beautiful ride, but not without some challenges.
Bob, what happened?
What happened? Are you recording me?
Yes, I'm recording you.
Okay, how far back should I go? All the way?
Well,
You don't have all night.
maybe a year ago you bought the bike, yeah?
What happened was after our intense ride in Moab, we came to this motel and Hopper, my bike Hopper, was just hanging out, and I tried to start him and he wouldn't start. And what we figured out was some gas. Maybe I left the choke open partially, because some gas was going from the carburetor into the air intake. Air valve had some gas on it, was leaking some gas. But then the second problem, because problems come in twos, is that the battery was dead. The reason the battery was dead was because I have an USB charger that wasn't working any longer, but I think it was still pulling power from the battery. And so that piece of crap
That's the bad guy.
killed my battery. So now
This is what we think.
tried to jump it. We've got some power back to the battery, but there could be some fuel. The spark plug's probably
plugs,
wet, so we're going to take the spark plug out, see what's going on with that, and then get back to you. Luckily, I'm not on the side of the road alone. I have 3 Polish dudes hanging out with me. And so if you ever wondered how many Polish
And
guys
one
does it take to change a battery on a DRZ, the answer is 3, plus 1 Hungarian.
Okay, let's go to work.
Update. Status update is the carb was full of gas, and luckily I had 3 Polish guys here to help me lift the bike straight up in the air and drain gas out of the carb and the air box, which leads into the filter. We changed the spark, took the spark plug out, checked it, it was wet with gas, cleaned it up. Am I missing anything?
You're missing just to hit the button now.
Come on, Hopper. Come on, buddy.
To be continued.
Trying to save some money, so we're going in the same direction. So for now, I'll be using a fuel, and then change with
We'll switch, yeah. This is how you save money on gas on a road trip. No, so last night we got the bike started, thought we were good. What we figured out is that there's gas leaking into my carburetor, even when the bike's off. There's gas leaking into the carburetor. Rafal and I tried a few things, tried to problem solve it, couldn't do it. So we got to take the bike to a dealership, take the bike to a service station. But how do you get the bike to a service station if the bike won't start? Well, this is how. You tow it with another motorcycle and a rope. And you might ask yourself, well, that seems kind of dangerous. Two bikes tied together. What happens what if something happens to one of the bikes in the back or the front? And you have to be very careful with how you attach the rope. Essentially, the rope's attached, but if I were to let go of it with my hand, the rope just comes free. And so I'm on my own. So unfortunately, it's 5 miles away, but fortunately, Rafal is a capable rider. He's done things like this before. So I'm thankful for his help and his contribution. So yeah, hopefully we can get things sorted here.
I'll tell you another thing about this whole process. Like this whole process started yesterday. I mean, me and Rafal and his two friends, Andre and Lucas, we were out in the parking lot of the motel at 10 o'clock at night trying to get Hopper started. And one of the interesting takeaways from this experience is like you as a rider, your approach to how you handle this stuff. If you're going to get stressed out and pissed off and let it affect you in a negative way because you're having problems with your bike on the road, then you probably shouldn't be out on the road on your bike. You really have to, it's really an example of like, attitude is everything. I mean, things go wrong, things can happen, and you just got to work them. And if you can choose how you want to approach it. You want to be pissed off, you want to be frustrated, you want to blame other people, you want to blame yourself or whatever. I mean, or you just get past all that and try to solve the problem and put a smile on your face, man. You're still out here with this view, towing your motorcycle to a repair shop down US 191 out of Moab, man. I mean, honestly, there's nowhere else I'd rather be right now. Well, I guess I'd rather be on my bike cruising towards Valley of the Gods, but other than that, this is cool. I'm okay with this. How's it going?
Good, how about you?
Good. I called earlier and talked to Perry.
Okay. I'll grab them for you.
Thanks. Hey, Perry.
Hey.
I called earlier about the DRZ, the flooded carb.
Okay.
Yeah. So we towed it over here with my buddy's bike.
Oh, gotcha. What about your petcock?
It was probably set to run.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, I mean that makes sense then. Because if it's off, I mean if your petcock isn't working too, it overpower the float. So, yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Rafal and I finally got out of Moab, and now we're headed southern Utah, Arizona area, and we jumped on the Utah BDR, and so we're going to get some nice off-road stuff. It's like a 2-day ordeal or a 1 full day ordeal to get my bike sorted. Had to take it into the shop, and they had to fashion me a new petcock extension because my petcock was just releasing too much fuel into the carburetor. I decided, so that, along with that, they had to change the oil filter, air filter, spark plug. And then I went ahead and got a new battery for the bike. So Hopper's got a new battery, which was just more of like a precautionary measure. I don't know, because the battery died in the process of trying to get the bike started. And that was the second time that I've sort of drained the battery out from, first was Galveston. So yeah, now we're on our way. We should be all good to go. Hopper should be good as new. Beautiful scenery. And we're headed to Valley of the Gods Mexican Hat tonight.